It
Every
is.
day, you go out and you got to face this mean world.
It's mean.
And it's just not simple to face it. You want to speak up.
Well, let me ask you: is it the way I show you? Is it simpler to simply not hate the world and face it, or is it easier to hate the world and not face it? I mean, you've already tried hating the world and not facing it, and licking but you can't, joining what you can't lick. You found that easy or found that hard? That's what you're crying, isn't it? About? Is it because that's
I find it hard not to just hate, because
Say that again.
I have a lot of hate in me, and I don't want it.
Don't you see
But
that's
how do I get him out? I
well?
try to meditate, I listen to you, and I know that I put you on a pedestal, and I know that's wrong.
I see that's the reason why. Look, I appreciate your honesty. Do you see that you are what I've been talking about this evening?
Yes.
And that instead of being caught up with, if I may use the term, yourself, your God self, your Christ self, instead of standing back and becoming identified, enveloped in His Spirit, which is a very mystical thing. I don't think I could write what that means down on paper. The best I can do is sort of give it some kind of high-sounding name. But I tell you that if your heart, if your soul is pure, now when I'm saying it's pure in the sense that you really want to find the purpose for which you were created, you've heard me say this before, and in that to serve it, to be the vehicle of what you were created for, and not to give up the sense of I am, to give up the sense of the selfish preservation of your ego, your own selfish existence. When you're ready to do that, only then are you ready to experience that other side, that other half of you that comes into play, which is called enlightenment, fulfillment, understanding, love. Only then are those forces released in you to neutralize the horrible effects of the world around you. You see, because you stand between two worlds, and the I-ness, and if you know what I mean by the I-ness, the me, the the selfish me, that
Needy.
yes, that hungry, selfish, greedy, self-seeking, self-fulfilling ego. The I separated from the I am, as if it was an I am itself. You know what I mean? See, that's what that separation, the I separated from the I am, which is a union with a God, trying to be its own God, above everything, beneath nothing, becomes subject to everything. It becomes vulnerable to all of the suggestions and all of the influences of life. And slowly but surely our mind gets opened up and you get taken over and you get eaten away. You're hypnotized and confused. You become confused. You know where you're coming or going. You think you're doing right and it's wrong. And it'll always be that way until you have that extra edge